Morning. It is day 114 of Bama to Baxter, day 79 on the AT. It's June 11th. I'm just getting started here, not on trail. I left the hotel this morning at Quality Inn, and I would say I had a really good stay. That was probably the cleanest place I've stayed on trail. Nice staff there. Really good place. Did wind up taking the Zero there because the package that my wife sent me, and thanks Babe for sending it. It was delayed a day by the post office. I did switch back to my Hyperlight pack, mainly because it's more waterproof than the Superior Wilderness Designs pack. I will definitely miss some of the features of my SWD pack, but trying to remove some of the things that kind of make you miserable out here, and wetness and dampness of your gear is definitely one of them. So that was more important to me. Yeah, so I just mailed a box back to my wife with some things in it, and just getting moving here this morning. I will enter Maryland very shortly. Onward we go. It's been very interesting seeing some of the historical aspects of the trail. This is the remains of St. John's Episcopal Church. Says it served as a hospital and barracks during the Civil War. I'm guessing that's the rebuilt structure. And then roughly about a week ago, when I stayed at the Mountain House bed and breakfast, the one I wasn't so fond of, that was an old plantation, and the bunkhouse I stayed in was an old, it was where they housed the slaves. So very cool, like, just, I don't know, some of the history of the trail, which has been very interesting to me. Well, just like that, across the Potomac River, I believe I'm in Maryland. There was never a welcome to Maryland sign, but I'm pretty sure I'm in Maryland now once I cross the river there. This is the, I think it's the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal area. Pretty easy walking so far this morning. Absolutely beautiful swimming hole I found here. Garvey Shelter.
Yeah, cover on the front. State floor.
This place is pretty sweet. They got like a clear coat or something on the floor for sleep on. I think I'll move in here the next month. This trail in Maryland so far, it's been pretty easy. Coming up out of town was a little bit of a climb. I think it's about 800-900 feet of elevation gain in, I think, 1.8 miles. But I just came across this really cool archway. Kind of reminds me of the archway where the approach trail starts out. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Onward we go. I think there's some water at the parking lot down here. Passing through a very historical area. The house up there was owned by a guy in the mid 1800s that operated a newspaper company. So there's a museum up there, a museum over here with some talks about the Civil War and the battles in this area. This area is known as the South Mountain area, which is interesting. I guess the local historian was telling me the battles in the Civil War around this area, a lot of them occurred in 1862, 3 days before the Battle of Antietam. He also was telling me how The mountain range around here is called South Mountain, and the valley through here is known as the Cumberland Valley area. Basically the same mountain range that runs through the Shenandoah area, but in Virginia it's known as the Shenandoah Valley. But up through here, this is the South Mountain area, and then as you get further north into PA, it's known as Cumberland Valley, which is very, very interesting to me. And another really cool archway over here, which is now in this park. Very cool, very cool. Well, I got about 2 miles till I get to camp. Actually, I think it's about 1.5 miles. Headed to the Dahlgren backpack campground. Apparently they have I think there's about 6 tent sites there, and you can basically order out for food. I had enough town food when I was in Harper's Ferry, so I'm not going to do that, but I am aiming to get there. Apparently they have showers, running water, electricity, all that good stuff. But yeah, about 2 miles left to get to camp, so onward we go. I made it to camp. It was just shy of 19 miles. It's the first night in the tent since I switched back, so hope you all have a great night. Good morning. Day 115 up Bama to Baxter, day 80 on the AT. I just left the Dahlgren Backpackers Campground. There's a sign there that said backpackers only, so no car camping. That place was really nice. They had bathrooms, running water, showers, electricity, all that good stuff. So that was really nice. It was a nice change of pace to sleep in the tent last night. It was nice to be able to set up the tent, crawl in there, and not have to be confined to my bug bivvy, to be able to move around. It did rain really early this morning, and everything worked out good. I will say I've been pleasantly surprised by Maryland. You know, I was never that interested in hiking through from like basically Maryland up to like New York. I like the higher peaks with the views, but I would say it's been, when you're walking over 2,000 miles, the easier sections of the trail kind of gives the body a break, so that's been nice. And Maryland, Maryland has done it right. They got some of the nicest shelters I've seen along the whole trail, and they want you, you're only allowed to camp at designated campsites. So I will say that they do a great job in setting up their section of the AT to you know, basically to support that. Lots of shelters, not too far spread out, and then like that campground I stayed at, that's for backpackers only, so that's really nice. So Maryland has done a great job. Onward we go. Trail magic galore from these fine folk. They're making burgers, hot dogs. Is it hot dogs or burgers?
Burgers and hot dogs.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
We got some vegan dogs.
And vegan dogs. And oranges and watermelon. Very cool. The first Washington monument, after it was reconstructed for the 3rd time, And the other thing the historian told me, he said when this was built, there's all these rocks down below here, and that's what was used to construct the monument. So interesting fun facts about the first Washington monument. Onward we go. Today has been a tough day as far as the humidity goes. It's so thick in humidity, I thought it was gonna pour down rain at any point. It hasn't started yet. Don't even know if it's supposed to, but I got about a mile to get to camp. By the time I get there, it'll be roughly about 20 miles for today. Whew. But about a mile ago I passed it. I didn't even realize it. I hit my 1,500 mile mark today. So man, that is a lot of miles. Yeah, so that's really cool. I don't know, it's just kind of passed through it without really realizing it. Yeah, 1,500 miles. That is a long way. It really hasn't hit me like some of the other milestones I hit. Seem to be passing those 100-mile markers at least each week. So yeah, about a mile to get to camp. Countered some rocky sections today, some grassy field areas where I've been really careful of the ticks. Haven't got any on me, but yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a good night. I'm probably going to end this video here, get to camp, set things up, eat dinner, and go to bed. So hope you all have a good night.